Back to Ohio?
Absolutely. Yeah. I feel really good about that region. So I'm excited, especially for the team. Like, we're a long team, and I think that course is going to play to our strengths. So
It's a personal comfort zone for you. I mean, it's got to feel like, not only weather-wise, geographically, but also, what you just did, right?
oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I was sent there my freshman year individually, so it's kind of like a perfect ending to that regional bid, and I really think like this team can go to nationals, and so yeah, I'm super happy. Half the team has played the course, so we couldn't really ask for anything more.
We're all reacting to that, in fact, on the TV because they were showing the snow and like you all were like been there, understand all weather elements. So I mean, what does that feel like to know, okay, we don't have to worry completely about the course. We know a little bit of what we're coming up against.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I mean, we're out here at Firethorn a lot, just in the rain and the snow and the sleet, and no one's out here, and so we're pretty used to that weather. I think it is a comfort zone. I mean, you talked to like the Arizona team on the TV there, like they're going through a lot of different time zones, and they're coming from really warm weather. So yeah, I mean, we'll take all the advantages we can get at this point, and just like trust what we've been doing all season.
So you were not nervous in the final round this last weekend?
I wasn't. I wish I wish I could say yeah I was, but I felt really calm, and I kind of felt more and more calm throughout the round. Like the more birdies I made, the more time I was on the course, I felt just better and better, and really my hands didn't start to shake until I signed that scorecard, and all of a sudden I got to the tent and I'm like shaking. So I'm glad that didn't come into play on the course, and no, it's just a great day to play golf. I was very happy with my performance, and like a surreal moment, just one of those like great moments of my career for sure, probably the best.
That's not typical when you're, especially as a young player, you get, 4 under, 5 under, 6 under, and you kind of start thinking about it. Were you thinking about it, or were you?
Not really. I made that birdie on 7, and I was like, okay, am I 3 under or 4 under? Like, I couldn't really remember what I was, so I said, let's just keep it that way and try to make more birdies. Going into the day at 1 under, I kind of already knew I had kind of a cushion and to like lead off of, and I don't know, I think in golf you try to get to certain numbers that would be safe as far as like on that course, and I was okay, if I could get to 8 under, I think I could win this thing, and so that was the goal, and then kind of like 18 was a bonus birdie to get me to 9 for the tournament. So
what's it mean to be the conference champion? What's that mean to you?
oh my gosh, I don't think I know yet. I think it's setting in as far as like what it means to our school and like Lincoln in general. I think the more people I talk to, the more I realize, oh my gosh, like this is a huge deal, and it's like a title that kind of transcends golf. Like score is very golf related, all these things, but like Big Ten champion, that's kind of like a title that a lot of people hold in a really high place. So I'm like really honored to like have that next to my name now. It's huge.
Kate, beyond the conference tournament, how do you describe this past, 4, 5, 6 weeks for you? It's kind of been wild and very unprecedented for Nebraska women's golf.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think taking the 5th year, just like so happy Nebraska could fund it, and then wanted to make the most of the opportunities and like represent the school well. And boy, have we made like a mark on the university as far as best finish in Big Ten since 1984. That's just crazy to think that we did this group of girls did it, and not really surprised much, just because we worked really hard and the coaches worked really hard, so it's just nice to see it pay off. It doesn't always, golf doesn't owe you anything, so it's nice that we got some good, just great finishes this year.
But for you individually, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, it's also the first time since 2008 that the team has made it to the NCAA Regional, so like when you talk about leaving a mark, how do you feel knowing that you're a part of the team that has shown Nebraska is in the regionals, deserves to be in this conversation, and hopefully can take that forward? Absolutely.
I mean, we're not a bubble team. We're not barely getting in. Like, we earned our spot handily, and like this is a dream I had coming in, like going to regionals as a team. I think a Big Ten champion wasn't a dream that I even had for myself. So this means just as much as that, because just like taking a team there as a senior and with our new coaching staff, like it's really surreal, and I just want to show what we can do at Nebraska, and I think it's gonna be a really great week for us.
How are you a better player than you were a year ago?
Oh, lots of stuff. I think I worked on my mental game a lot. My putting, a good chunk. I'm a pretty good ball striker, but that doesn't really get the ball in the hole. So working on that short game, I think I've really improved the last year and a half on that, just through a lot of fundamentals and working with the coaches.
What did you do last year during all, I mean, you couldn't compete very much, if at all. Is it just grind, or did you take a break from it, or what was kind of your approach to golf?
I took a break, and then when I heard I got the 5th year, I kind of realized I need to start working hard now. So I stole some stuff from the golf course and brought it to my backyard, some nets, some golf balls, and just tried to put as much practice as I could every day. And then just started playing and trying to find any events we could. I mean, my teammate and I drove down to Texas beginning of June during COVID and tried to be safe and played there and just tried to play anywhere we could because, we knew that this was a good chance for Nebraska to take a leap in the rankings and kind of, there's not a lot of times in sport where people are being idle. So we were just trying to do whatever we could to make the most of the time.
Why did you decide to come back?
I've loved my experience at Nebraska. I loved every moment of it. I think my career was a little bit unfinished. I had a great career, but some of the stuff at conference and at the national level we just hadn't gotten to yet. And so really this moment is why I came back. I wanted to take a team to regionals, nationals. I wanted to go there myself, selfishly. So it's all worked out just as I hoped it would.
Kate, Augusta, Big Tens, now you're in the NCAAs. How do you describe, what's transpired here in a short amount of time for you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to take it one day at a time, but it's definitely, I'm probably a different person now than I was in January just because of everything that's happened and all the things I've learned going through this process. I've just been really grateful for the opportunities, and I think that gratitude has made me perform better because I'm just really happy to have each one of the opportunities. I think Augusta was a big turning point for me because I knew, okay, I'm one of the best in the country. They recognize me as that, and I need to start, understanding that I'm one of the best too. So building off of that has been really good for my career and for the last week, obviously, at Big Tens.
That sense of confidence, that's got to mean something to you on the back nine at Big Tens when you're probably thinking that, okay, a couple more and I can win this thing. Just the sense of, I belong, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think people understand that in the Midwest here. I'm from a small town of Minnesota. I go to Nebraska, you're just, no one ever bets on you some days. You feel that. And so, when someone takes you to Augusta and invites you, and then kind of just knowing that, you're starting to be recognized as the player you are, no matter, where you're from or things like that. So, yeah, I mean, it's been nice to, not have to play with a chip on my shoulder, just play knowing that, I'm one of the best. And just saying that's kind of crazy. I mean, my ranking in the world keeps going up, and I don't know, I still feel like the kid from Minnesota that's just wants to play golf. So
No bogeys in that last round. What was the significance of that, and I guess how uncommon was that?
Yeah, I don't think I've had a bogey-free round in about 3 years collegiately. It's really hard to do. I don't know what to compare it to in other sports, but it's pretty much a flawless performance. So I think just getting out of my own way. I think golf's super mentally heavy, and so trying to stay positive and understanding that I'm playing well and that it's going to keep happening instead of expecting mistakes to come. So I was proud of myself for that, and yeah, I mean, made a lot of birdies out there too. So it was just a great day, and I think all the accolades are nice, but I'll be most proud of that performance and that score that day was really meant a lot to me.
What's your best personal round?
I've shot a 61 before at shorter tees. This was probably the best round I've had at that length of course. So yeah, that was probably it.
What will you do after the season's over?
Yeah, so I hope to I'll have a couple amateur opportunities after this. I keep kind of playing better, so I get invited to more things, which is nice. So I'm going to try to do those, and then I'll turn professional probably by the middle of summer and try to get some status on one of the tours and see what I can do out there.
Do they have like Monday qualifiers? Same sort of
Yeah,
deal?
they have Monday qualifiers. The big thing is like Q school in the fall. It'll be 3 stages, like August, September, October, and yeah, it's just kind of like a dogfight for 3 months. Goes from about 500 ladies to 25 spots at the end. So yeah, I'll just prepare for that. Rest. I really want to like take in everything that's happened and rest a little bit too. So yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
guys.